Some houses look completely normal from the outside. Nice neighborhood, quiet street, perfect family. But sometimes, the real horror isn't visible. It hides inside the walls. This is the story of one of the most dangerous cases ever investigated by legendary paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. This is the Donovan family haunting. Ted and Ellen Donovan had just moved into a new home with their children. It was peaceful, affordable, ordinary. For the first few months, nothing seemed wrong. But their 19-year-old daughter, Patty, struggled to adjust. She didn't have many friends. Her parents were strict. She felt lonely. And loneliness can open dangerous doors. To fill that emptiness, Patty brought home something she thought was harmless: a Ouija board. One night, Patty placed the board on her bedroom floor and asked, "Is anyone there?" The planchette moved instantly. Yes. Her heart raced. She asked more questions. The spirit claimed to be a 19-year-old boy, lonely, just like her. Patty asked if he would be her friend. Yes. Then the planchette slowly spelled out, "BY-FRIEND." She smiled. He complimented her, told her she was prettier than other girls. Special. Different. Every night, she spoke to him. And every night, she felt less alone. Until one night, she asked him to show himself. The lights flickered violently. But this time, the planchette didn't move. And after that night, everything changed. Late at night, when everyone was asleep, loud knocking sounds echoed from inside the walls. Not pipes. Not neighbors. It sounded like someone, trapped, trying to communicate. One evening during dinner, a framed photo suddenly flew off the wall and shattered. The next morning, Ellen found deep scratch marks covering the walls, like someone had clawed them all night. Then came the smell. Rotten meat. Sulfur. It would appear suddenly and vanish just as quickly. Windows open. Exhaust fans on. Perfume sprayed everywhere. Nothing worked. The smell stayed. One morning, Ted walked into the bathroom. He turned on the faucet and froze. Thick red liquid poured out. It looked like blood. A plumber later claimed it was rust from old pipes. He fixed it, but it kept happening. Again and again. From every faucet in the house. That night, the family was watching TV in the living room. Suddenly, the lights flickered. The TV shut off. A 6-foot dresser lifted off the ground and began spinning in midair. Chairs floated. Pictures ripped from the walls. A black shadow spread across the room. And a low, animal-like growl echoed through the house. Ted grabbed his family and fled to a hotel. But even there, lights flickered. Screams echoed. The hotel manager forced them to leave, because whatever was haunting them had followed. Desperate, Ted contacted Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens had handled some of the most terrifying paranormal cases in America. The moment they stepped inside the house, they felt it. Oppression. Ed knocked twice on the wall. 2 knocks came back. Lorraine later said she saw a large black shadow floating near Patty's room. Red eyes. Watching. Draining her energy. The children admitted they had seen the same shadow standing beside their beds. Ellen said she felt it in the kitchen, breathing near her. Prayers and rituals began. But whenever they prayed, loud banging erupted inside the walls. Candles blew out on their own. One night, Ellen woke up unable to breathe. An invisible force was choking her. When the lights turned on, deep scratch marks covered her chest. This wasn't just a haunting. It was an infestation. And Lorraine realized something terrifying. The entity wasn't attached to the house. It was attached to a person. Someone had invited it in. That's when Patty confessed about the Ouija board. The boy wasn't a spirit. It was something much darker. Something that manipulated her. Lied to her. Used her loneliness to enter their lives. The church granted permission. An exorcism began inside the Donovan home. The temperature dropped instantly. The walls shook. Windows shattered. The black shadow appeared in full form. And then, Patty lifted off the ground. Her eyes turned red. The shadow entered her body. She screamed in pain. Then she was thrown 5 feet across the room and slammed into the wall. And suddenly, Silence. The smell disappeared. The red water stopped. The knocking ended. Patty opened her eyes. Normal again. The exorcism was complete. Donovan House still stands today. New families live there. But for those who experienced that horror, it never truly ended. Because sometimes, it's not the house that's haunted. It's the door you choose to open. And some doors should never be opened. If you enjoy true horror stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. And remember, before bringing strange objects into your home, think twice.